Hello and welcome. You're watching the news on Mirror now. I'm Amita Balachandra. Let's take a look at the top headlines. Mystery deepens over IAS officer Anurag Tiwari's death. Times Network has access to the full post-mortem report that confirms assault and brutality. Wife of a Mumbai police inspector has been found dead under mysterious circumstance. Police sources say that the son, who is reportedly missing, is a suspect. Mumbai has to be rain ready in time. Mirror now forces the Mumbai civic body to roll back its deadline extension. BMC chief warns contractors and officials to work or leave. Twitter takes action against sexist trolling. Singer Abhijeet Bhattacharya's Twitter account suspended after he posted a series of misogynistic remarks against women on Twitter.
मुझे ब्लॉक क्यों किया, मैंने ऐसा क्यों किया, और अगर ब्लॉक किया तो ये ओपनली, दिस इज ओपन फैक्ट कि दे आर सपोर्टिंग टेररिज्म, दे आर सपोर्टिंग इंटरनेशनल, दे आर सपोर्टिंग नक्सल्स, they are supporting terrorist sympathizers.
Despite the storm brewing over his remarks, Abhijeet remains defiant, justifies his outrageous remarks under the garb of free speech. Straight up to our top story, Maharashtra's real estate regulator came into effect on the 1st of May 2017. But so far, only 11 builders and 700 real estate agents have registered with RERA so far. That's what we are understanding. From the chairman of the regulator itself, Gautam Chatterjee, has told Mirror now that only 11 builders have registered so far. Real Estate Regulation Act will bring in transparency in the real estate sector and is expected to safeguard home buyers' rights. Now, while developers have 90 days to register with the regulator, that is until the 31st of July. Why is there a slow pace of registration? In fact, to answer that question, we have Pankaj Kapoor, the MD of Lysis for us, joining us on the phone line. Mr. Kapoor, first of all, tell us this. So far, only 11 builders have registered. Why do you think there is, a slow pace when it comes to registration?
Hard to say, but my own sense is that maybe, the initial inertia, because there's a lot of disclosures and although I was under the impression that not much of the disclosure will be made available to the public, but the data which is available to the public domain and asking a developer to share all the details, frankly speaking, is acting as a big inertia, because it is divulging a lot of things, frankly speaking. Not many people will be comfortable putting up these commitments upfront and sharing all the details. I think that could be the reason, and the teething problem, because people also are learning and they also want to know that whether the whole course of action is going to follow in this manner, and there may be a negotiations going on with or developers body may be trying to pursue the government not to really share the whole thing, whatever, and I think I was estimating or expecting that there will not be an initial rush, because it's not an incentive, it is something which is where people are going to be asked to be more transparent. In that sense, there would be inertia. So had it been incentive, a lot of people would have really jumped onto it. The way I see that, you will see the pace will pick up from next 2 months. And I was
point you've made there, Mr. Kapoor, saying that it could be because of the disclosures. Remember now, developers cannot afford to make any mistake before they register with RERA, of course. But also tell us, when we spoke to developers, they said that it is the paperwork that is holding up the entire process, and it's going to take some time. So do you believe the momentum picking up in over the next 1 month or so?
I do so, and because the reason market sentiment is also improving, there is a sales improving in the market, and and since builders have been forbidden to sell before they register the projects, then there would be a question that if they are delaying their own sales process. So I think that the pace will pick up in coming 2 months' time. Yeah.
Also, another question that we're asking here is the centre has said, of course, that of the states that don't have a regulator as yet, to not dilute the rules. So, what do you make of Maharashtra's rules in particular?
My own sense is that now, after the final draft rule which has come in, except for the point 20, which indicates that the disclosure authority may not offer. I think, but what has come out in the website, they have probably revealed most of the things, and the details mentioned about the projects is really quite a lot, and which helps, like right from title encumbrances to title certificate to sold units and carpet areas and possession timelines and all those things, and initial dates and the final date of the possession. So if you look at all the things which a builder has been asked to really share to the public is quite good. Like, and so my own sense is Maharashtra bill, frankly speaking, is good enough. And I think they have kept all the stringent provision intact. So I would not say that it is any way below par than what central bill is.
Thank you so much for joining us here on Mirror Now. Remember, 3 weeks of the real estate regulator that's been set up in Maharashtra, and only 11 builders have registered so far. 700 real estate agents have registered. Builders, of course, tell us that it is a paperwork that is holding up the entire process, and the regulator hopes that this will increase in a month or so. But we'll really have to see how this pans out. We'll get you more details and continue to track the story. Moving on now, mystery deepens over IAS officer Anurag Tiwari's Death Times network has access to the full post-mortem report that confirms assault and brutality. Now, the report also confirms that Anurag Tiwari's suffered deep wounds before his Death Times network also has pictures that show that he was brutally assaulted before he died. Anurag Tiwari, a Karnataka cadre IAS officer, was found dead outside a state guest house in Lucknow. His family claimed that he had cited threat to life in the past.
If you go through the post-mortem report in detail, the doctors, the panel of doctors which had done the post-mortem, has narrated in detail the nature of injuries on his body and on his person, and that makes it absolutely clear, because there are abrasions, there are contusions, which actually make it absolutely clear that he was tortured, he was manhandled, he was assaulted before he finally died. So it couldn't be a natural death. I mean, not so. The UP police had floated the theory that he ventured out early in the morning from the guest house that he was staying in. He ventured out for a morning walk and he fell down because of some kind of an asphyxiation that happened to him suddenly. He ran out of oxygen. The oxygen supply to his brain was suddenly cut, and therefore he fell down, collapsed, and passed out. So that definitely is a major point of contention if you look at the kind of allegations that have been leveled by the family of IAS officer Anurag Tiwari, because clearly, nobody who dies a natural death could sustain such kind of grievous injuries, and that is absolutely clear from the kind of details that the doctors conducting postmortem have actually noted in the postmortem report. The nature of injuries, the kind of blood that had flown out, makes it absolutely clear that this is a cold-blooded murder and cannot be a natural death or a suicide.
Also, the Uttar Pradesh DGP has denied any lapse in the investigation. Let's listen in.
जो भी जिसके संपर्क में भी वो यहाँ पर आए हैं लखनऊ में, उन सभी का बयान अंकित किया गया है और किया जाएगा जिनका रह गया होगा।
सर, अनुराग तिवारी मामले में नहीं लगता लखनऊ पुलिस ने लापरवाही इतनी ज़्यादा कर दी थी कि जो अब जो एविडेंस है वो मिलने मुश्किल हो गए हैं?
अभी तक तो कोई ऐसी लापरवाही की बात नहीं सामने आई है। तुरंत साइंटिफिक और फिजिकल साक्ष्य उसमें ले लिया गया था और जो कार्रवाई अभी तक चल रही है वो सही दिशा में चल रही है। फिर भी उनके परिवार वालों के अनुरोध पर गवर्नमेंट ने इसे सीबीआई को देने का निर्णय ले लिया है। सीबीआई इसको टेकअप कर देगी।
The SIT being created, they have been given freedom. They are investigating and with transparency. So they have all the powers to do that. And therefore also, since it relates to two states, the Chief Minister also has recommended for a CBI investigation. So I think it will be appropriate that the SIT, which is already doing an investigation, will cooperate and help the CBI once it takes over the investigation, because there is too much which is not being seen, and that needs to be exposed.
On to another story now. The wife of a police inspector has been found dead in Mumbai's Vakola area late on Tuesday night. Dhaneshwar Ganore, a police inspector, found his wife's body on the floor of his house in a pool of blood. Now, police sources say that his son, who's reportedly missing, is a suspect in the case. Police are also examining the building's CCTV footage. Richa Sharma gets us more details.
I'm currently standing in the Santa Cruz East area near Prabhat Colony, right outside this housing society, where late last night Inspector Dhaneshwar Ganore's wife was found to be in a pool of blood, murdered in her own home. And after that, after the incident, his son, 21-year-old son, and another known member of the family were found to be missing. So far, the police is investigating the matter and trying to find out what is being the motive of this murder so far. It is to be noted that Dhaneshwar Ganore was one of the investigating officers as well on the Sheena Bora murder case, and so far as the police is investigating the matter and is at the crime spot where the incident occurred last night and trying to find out what might be the real motive of this whole case. When Dhaneshwar Ganore reached the spot last night, he found his wife in a pool of blood, and he immediately informed the police authorities. And our police sources are also stating so far, although the investigations are on, that a confessional note was allegedly found at the spot by his own son, but these are still speculation according to the police sources. And moving forward, we will see what exactly was the motive as well as the reason of this brutal murder that took place last night at this housing society on 3rd floor. This is Richa Sharma from Mirror Now, Mumbai.
इंस्पेक्टर ज्ञानेश्वर गनोरे, उनके वाइफ इधर उसके थ्रोट पे कुछ चाकू से इंजरी करके रात को 3 बजे पाई गई, तो उसका भी जांच चालू है। वो पूरा जांच करने के बाद ही पता चलेगा।
सर, इनका लड़का मिसिंग है, कहाँ जा रहा है, कि इसके ऊपर कोई लीड मिली है कि लड़का कहाँ पे
नहीं, वही कहाँ गया है उसका जांच चालू है, अभी देख रहे हैं हम लोग।
बेटे ने एक चिट्ठी छोड़कर गई है साथ,
ऐसा कोई ये नहीं है, चिट्ठी वगैरह ऐसा कोई ये नहीं है।
बेटे का मोबाइल का कुछ पता चला कि मोबाइल
घर पे ही छोड़ पे गया है, और वो उसका पैटर्न लॉक है, वो अभी पता चलेगा।
Moving on now, a 25-year-old woman was allegedly molested by a doctor at a hospital in Ambala when she went in for a checkup. In a video shared on social media by the victim, the accused Dr. Agnihotri is seen admitting his crime and begging for forgiveness. His wife too is seen pleading for mercy. Now, a case under Section 376 of the IPC has been registered against the doctor.
मैं डॉक्टर अग्निहोत्री के क्लिनिक 9 सेक्टर में सिटी क्लिनिक है, वहाँ पे चेकअप के लिए गई थी, बीपी और फीवर के चेकअप के लिए। तो उन्होंने मेरे हस्बैंड को एक इंजेक्शन लाने के लिए भेजा और मेरे साथ छेड़छाड़ किया। तो मैंने उनकी वीडियो भी बनाई है, बाद में हम जाके क्लिनिक में उनसे बात करने गए थे, तो उसमें भी वो माफ़ी मांग रहे हैं। तो हमने FIR भी दर्ज हुई है।
मैं अपनी वाइफ को डॉक्टर पे चेकअप कराने लेके गया था, उसने मेरे को इंजेक्शन लेने भेज दिया और पीछे से मेरी वाइफ के साथ छेड़खानी करी। ये डॉक्टर हेमंत अग्निहोत्री, सेक्टर 9।
उसमें हमने ऑलरेडी FIR उसी दिन रजिस्टर कर ली थी जब ये मामला हमारी संज्ञान में आया था, और उसके बाद इन्वेस्टिगेशन इसमें चल रही है।
He risked his life so Bengaluru won't flood. 45 firefighters, 13 JCBs along with 300 civic workers still can't find Shanta Kumar.
चैलेंजेस बहुत है उसके अंदर, क्योंकि गंदा पानी आप खुद देख रहे हैं कि इसके अंदर से कुछ दिखता नहीं है, नीचे से कुछ दिखता नहीं है। कोई हम लोग वो स्पेशलाइज्ड इक्विपमेंट्स को इस्तेमाल नहीं कर सकता है इसके अंदर।
His wife and 9-month-old son still wait in hope. going by the search operations right here at Parasanapalia, where officials have almost covered 40 kilometers in the stormwater drain, still Shantakumar's body remains untraceable. He was washed away while repairing the city's drain walls. Will the civic body take responsibility? Where is Shantakumar? A Mirror Now camping.
Also in the news now, Bollywood singer and controversial full-time Twitterati Abhijeet Bhattacharya has been put out of action by microblogging platform Twitter. This Thursday, Twitter has suspended the singer's account over tasteless tweets directed at women, particularly the singer. He has faced a lot of flack for tweeting against GNU student activist Sheila Rashid. Now, the Bollywood singer's tweets, mind you, are so sexist, we are unable to air them on national television. The Abhijeet Twitter storm comes just a day after actor and parliamentarian Paresh Rawal was asked to delete his tweet by Twitter. The actor who has deleted his tweet had hit out at Arundhati Roy. Now, earlier in the day, our editor Faye D'Souza spoke to Abhijeet himself. Listen in.
2 घंटे के लिए अगर पैसे लिए तो किस लिए लिए? मैंने तो ये पता, शी इज अ पब्लिक स्पोक्स पर्सन, शी स्पीक्स ऑन द डिफरेंट इश्यूज एंड ऑल. उसने पैसे लिए, उसने बात नहीं किया, थोड़ी देर बाद क्या चली गई? क्यों नहीं मैं ऐसे क्लैरिफाई कर सकता हूँ? अगर यही बात है, वो सेक्स के बारे में बात करी थी, सेक्स रैकेट के बारे में बात करी थी, उसमें मैंने लिखा कि शी ऑल्सो टुक मनी. हाउ कैन शी सेज ए नेशनल पार्टी, बीजेपी पार्टी, कि ये सेक्स रैकेट चला रही है? शर्म नहीं आती ऐसे लोगों को? और आप लोग बोलते कि ये औरत जात है? नो, वाई शुड आई? कोई अगर कुछ बोल रहा है, ईट मार रहा है, तो उसका जवाब पत्थर से देंगे. नहीं, अगर कोई मुझे हम उसमें नहीं है कि एक गाल आगे कर दो, दूसरा गाल आगे कर दो, थप्पड़ पड़ेगा. नो, वो दिन गए, वो जो हम नहीं मानते, और हम इससे मानते नहीं. जो एंटी नेशनल है, जो टेररिस्ट के साथ सिंपैथाइजर है, दे आर टेररिस्ट. Twitter is a platform for these people, not for us. ट्विटर ने बड़ी अच्छी तरह से देख लिया है कि जब कोई देश के प्रधानमंत्री को बोलता है गंजा कर दो, देश के प्रधानमंत्री को गाली दो, देश की एक बड़ी नेशनल पार्टी को बोलते हैं सेक्स रैकेट चलाती है, उनको कुछ नहीं करते. और मैं बोलता हूँ तो मुझे ब्लॉक कर देते. क्यों? क्योंकि मेरी आवाज पूरी जनता सुन रही है. आपने ट्विटर ने मुझे ब्लॉक कर दिया, वो उनसे पूछिए ना कि मुझे ब्लॉक क्यों किया, मैंने ऐसा क्यों किया. और अगर ब्लॉक किया तो ये ओपनली, दिस इज ओपन फैक्ट कि they are supporting terrorism, they are supporting anti-national, they are supporting Naxals, they are supporting terrorist sympathizers. Arundhati is known bashing our army, bashing our political leaders, bashing Modi. Why? क्यों? हमारे प्राइम मिनिस्टर इज आवर प्राइम मिनिस्टर. इट इज नॉट पॉलिटिकल. वंस दे वन द इलेक्शन, उसके बाद जो प्राइम मिनिस्टर बनता है वो देश का प्राइम मिनिस्टर होता है.
Also listen in to some reactions coming in.
I definitely think that it's an example that's being set, and it's a good thing. You know, you can't just say anything you want to any woman. I was recently, a famous actor slash politician has said something about a famous writer. And I thought that was ludicrous. Yes. So things like that should definitely not go unnoticed. And I do believe in one thing. If you are a famous person and you have a lot of Twitter followers, even more reason to actually have your account removed, because you have a bigger platform. And when you speak, people think it's okay to continue to behave like that.
First of all, let me clarify one thing. I don't subscribe to Twitter. I don't have an account. But Rachel, I don't read. There must be a few reasons why he has been suspended by Twitter. He is a singer, a very popular singer indeed. And just as a senior, I would like to advise him that our country worship women. We have so many women goddess in our country. We are the most respectful nation towards women. And apart from that, now some laws have come in practice where, you know, the law takes, or rather deals with the people with an iron hand who are disrespectful towards women. So, as far as law is also concerned, they take a very strong view of anybody who uses derogatory remarks against women. So, my dear Abhijeet Bhattacharya, you are a good friend. You are a very popular singer. Our job is to, entertain people and not to create any kind of controversies.
On to news from Mumbai now. Yesterday we told you that Mumbai will not be rain ready on time, and the Mumbai civic body has extended the deadline for the completion of all road repair work to the 5th of June. But RERA now's relentless coverage has once again forced authorities to act. BMC Chief Ajay Mehta has rolled back the deadline extension and issued a stern warning to contractors and officials, asking them to complete road repair work by the 31st of May or leave. He says no more extensions will be given to repair the roads of the city. Disha Shah, who's been tracking the story, gets us more details.
Yes, absolutely. It is a big mirror now impact here after the channel reported that how BMC has missed 15 deadlines in the past 5 years, and on Tuesday also they asked for another extension to make the city rain ready, the extension till 5th of June. Now the BMC chief has withdrawn that extension and he has categorically warned all the officers in the road department that no more extensions will be given. May 31st is the final deadline, and that deadline has to be met to make the city rain ready. In fact, a warning message has also been sent to all the respective ward officers and also to the contractors that work or leave and don't come back if you can't make the city rain ready by 31st of May. Otherwise, serious punishment will be taken against all the officials in the road department. They could face suspension, they could face inquiry, legal action, and when we talk about contractors, they could be blacklisted and penalized as well. As the commissioner does not want the city to be filled with potholes this time also around. So definitely he is very stern, he is very strict this time around. He has given a warning message that to make the city rain ready by 31st of May. This is Disha Shah for Mirror Now.
Also in the news now, the fate of stalls in Fashion Street in the city of Mumbai will be decided this Friday after High Court gave a stay till the 8th of June that no demolition will take place. Mumbai civic body, the BMC, has intervened. BMC has filed an affidavit saying shopkeepers are misleading the court and also that they gave false information to get a stay on demolition. In fact, the BMC is also contacting few resident associations to pitch for pedestrian-friendly footpaths.
The fate of these 49 stall owners that you see around me here in Fashion Street could be decided in the next 48 hours, as the BMC has now filed an affidavit in response to the High Court's decision, which has put a status quo on demolition of these stalls here in Fashion Street. In fact, I have the copy of the letter with me which BMC has sent to the court, and if I can ask my camera person to zoom, it clearly states that the petitioners has moved the Honorable Court and obtained status quo orders during vacation by misrepresenting and suppressing the true and correct facts from the court, which this essentially means that BMC is saying here that the shopkeepers here, the stall owners here, they have misleaded and they have given false information and obtained the status quo. So owing to this, the High Court today has preponed the hearing and has kept it for Friday this week. Of course, these stalls that you see, they have received notices by the BMC where clearly the notice say that they have violated the laws by selling more commodities than just what they had issued licenses for. And in fact, lastly, when we spoke to the BMC's Assistant Municipal Commissioner Kiran Digavkar, what he said that this, of course, is part of the pedestrian-friendly footpaths to give the citizens and pedestrians free footpaths so that they can walk on. In fact, for this and to make the case more stronger, they are also going to approach to many resident associations. In fact, 2 resident associations have already approached the BMC. So now the final decision will take place on Friday this week, where the fate of these stall owners will be decided. This is Disha Shah for Mirror Now.
हमने कोई गलत इन्फॉर्मेशन नहीं दी है और जो भी कहा है हमने एकदम हकीकत कहा है। अभी कुछ दिनों पहले इन्होंने इंस्पेक्शन रिपोर्ट निकाली थी, उसमें जितने लाइसेंसों को उन्होंने नोटिस दिया था उसमें कितने लाइसेंस इंस्पेक्शन रिपोर्ट में सब प्रेजेंट है और किसी बात की कोई उसमें रिमार्क नहीं मारा था। मगर आज इन लोग ये बता रहे हैं कि गलत इन्फॉर्मेशन दी है, उस बेस पे देखें तो इनकी रिपोर्ट ही गलत है।
बीएमसी का बोलना सरासर गलत है, हमने कोई इन्फॉर्मेशन गलत नहीं दिया है। मार्केट इतने सालों से है, बीएमसी को आज आ रहा है कि हमने गलत दिया, गलत कोई नहीं, जैसा है वैसे ही।
उनका कहना है कि हम दूसरा चीज बेच रहे हैं, जबकि हमारे पास रेडीमेड गारमेंट ही बेच रहे हैं। अगर किसी ने बदली किया हुआ है तो कमोडिटी चेंज होता है, तो ये कमोडिटी चेंज करके नहीं दे रहे।
सब गलत है, जो जितना बोल रहे हैं बीएमसी सब गलत है। हमको जितना हाई कोर्ट से मिला है उतने में हम बैठे हैं, उससे ज़्यादा नहीं बैठे हैं, और जो हमारा आइटम लिखा हुआ वही आइटम बेच रहे हैं।
And that's a wrap on the news. Stay with us for more news and updates.